So Jai Hind everyone, my name is Dr. Divya Bharti. Today I am going to discuss energy audit and optimization of energy consumption. So basically this topic is related with subject energy science and engineering. Subject code is KUE 033 or KUE 043. So this is an open elective subject for second year engineering students at AKTU. So first we will see the definition of energy audit. What is energy audit? What are the importance of energy audit? Then we will move towards the topic optimization of energy consumption. Basically optimization of energy consumption means you can say energy conservation. So why energy conservation is needed, and at each small level we can contribute in towards the energy conservation, that we will see. So a little step towards energy saving will lead to the energy conservation, and this will lead to the sustainable development. So this is the importance of the energy conservation, or you can say if we use optimal term for the energy consumption, or you can say optimal use of energy consumption is the energy conservation. So then how energy audit is important for this energy conservation and how this is being implemented in each area, so that we will see. So first is the definition of the energy audit. So first term is that before energy audit and energy conservation, first term that came into picture, that was the energy management. Okay, so if energy is available, then how we need to manage that so that we can use that energy in long terms. So that is the important thing. So the fundamental goal of energy management is to produce goods and provide services with the least cost and least environment effect. Okay, so any energy, suppose we are having numerous energy resources. Okay, so like sun is the source of energy. We are using coal since long time. Okay, so we are using the petroleum products since long time. So these are the sources of energy, and if we provide these sources of energy at least cost, okay, if we provide source of energy or if we provide a service at least cost, and that service should not affect environment aspect in severe manner, okay, or that should affect environment aspect in least way. So that is the fundamental goal of the energy management. Okay, so if we use the petrochemical products or if we are using the fossil fuel, okay, that means we are providing the cost for that service for the fossil fuel, and also if we develop a mechanism in such a way that if we are affecting the environmentally in least possible way, then that will be the energy management. Okay, so the term energy management means many things to the people. Okay, so this term may be there is perception among people with this term. So energy management can be understood in various ways. So one definition of energy management is the judicious and effective use of energy to maximize profit, okay, or to minimize cost and enhance competitive positions. This is the one definition of the energy management, that effective and judicious use of energy sources for maximizing the profit. Okay, so that means for maximizing profit, that will be by the producer. Okay, and for at the minimum cost, that will be for the user. Okay, so if we use energy resources in effective way and in judicious way, so that it is having the it is giving the maximum profit to the producer, and it is giving it is having least cost or minimal cost for the user, and in this way it will enhance the competition among the service provider also. So this is the one definition of the energy management. So there are various objectives of the energy management. So these are the prime objectives of the energy management. That means the objective of energy management is to achieve and maintain optimum energy procurement and utilization throughout the organization. Okay, so this is the fundamental objective of energy management, then that mean that uh, our target is to achieve and maintain optimum energy procurement and utilization throughout the organization. Okay. Then second objective is to minimize energy cost and waste without affecting production and quality. So, without compromising with the production and quality, if we are developing a mechanism to minimize the energy cost and to minimize the waste also. So, that is the part of the energy management. Okay. So, that means we should not compromise with the quality, and we should not also compromise with the quantity. Okay. So, production and quality will not be affected, but if we develop a mechanism, or if we opt a method, so that we are having the minimum cost and minimum waste. Okay. So, that is the part of the energy management. So, third one is the to minimize environmental effect. Okay. So, energy management means if we are using the energy sources in any way, in that case there should be minimal effect on the environment. Okay. So, suppose we are using the fossil fuel, okay, we are using the coal, we are using the petrochemical products in long years, but since these are having the hazardous effect on the environment, so that is why nowadays we are being focused towards the renewable energy, and when renewable energy comes into picture, so our target is to minimize the use of the fossil fuel waste product. Okay. So, that is the aspect of the energy management. Okay. Because after so many efforts, we cannot minimize the environmental effect of coal, of using coal. Okay. Or we cannot minimize the environmental effect of using the petrochemical products in automobile sector and all. So, that means for minimizing the environmental effect of these fossil fuel based energy resources, we have to introduce renewable energy resources. That means this is the part of the energy management also. So, that is why we are looking towards the renewable sources. So, then what is energy audit? Okay. So, energy audit is basically a survey for identifying how energy is being used in a building or in a plant or in an industry. Okay. And it also identifies energy saving opportunity. Okay. Suppose in any organization, if you do the audit for finance, okay, so that means we need to know, after that audit we need to know that how much is the income and how much is the expenses and what is the profit, net profit. So, similar way, energy audit means we will come to know that how energy is being used at particular organization and or in particular building. So, and then we identify the um, uh, energy saving opportunity. We identify the points, we identify the devices which are consuming more energy, and how we can replace that, or we can how we can replace that device, or how we can um, see, or how we can develop the mechanism so that we can have the energy saving. Okay. So, using proper audit methods and equipments, an energy audit provides the energy manager with essential information on how much, where and how energy is used within an organization. Okay. So, that organization may be factory, may be industry, may be building, okay, may be commercial building. So, in energy audit, different types of equipments are used. Okay. And if energy manager performs the detailed audit, then uh, then he will be having the essential information that how much and where the energy is being used. Okay. And then he can give the uh, solution also for reducing the energy consumption, so that we can have the energy saving. So, energy audit is the key to a systematic approach for decision making in the area of energy management. Okay. So, energy audit is the approach, okay, which we use for energy management. Okay. So, it gives the systematic approach for decision making in the area of energy management. After the after performing energy audit, we can have the solution for energy saving. Okay, so that means it is an decision making process. Based on the result of the energy audit, we can take decisions. So it attempts to balance the total energy inputs with its use and serves to identify all the energy streams in a facility. In a facility means that may be factory, organization, commercial building and all. So in an facility, uh, energy audit is an attempt for balancing the input, use, and it also identify the energy streams, all the energy streams. So it quantifies energy uses according to its discrete function. Okay, so energy audit means it will quantify the energy uses for different equipment. Okay, so that's why it will identify energy uses in discrete, as a discrete function. So industrial energy audit is an effective tool in defining and pursuing comprehensive energy management program. So in industry, energy management is an effective tool for implementing any type of energy management program or energy management system. So as per Energy Conservation Act 2001, energy audit can be defined as the verification, monitoring and analysis of use of energy, including submission of technical report containing recommendation for improving energy efficiency with cost benefit analysis and an action plan to reduce energy consumption. Okay, so energy report will start with the technical details of each equipment. As per the Energy Conservation Act 2001, energy audit means it will start from the list of the equipment that are there at any facility, and then uh, there will be monitoring analysis report. Okay, so all terms will be there, all reports will be there for the monitoring, for the analysis. Okay, so as well as it will also provide the technical report that will contain recommendation for improving the energy efficiency at the facility. Okay, and in that report there must be the cost benefit analysis. Okay, suppose X is the cost, okay, that is involved for improving the energy efficiency. Okay, so that means in how long time, in how much time that cost will be again retrieved. Okay, that cost will be recovered. So that should be also mentioned in that energy audit report. Okay, so it will give the recommendation for improving the energy efficiency with cost benefit analysis also, and it will give the action plan for reducing the energy consumption also. Okay, so that's why in the detailed energy audit for each equipment that are there in the facility, we will have the verification for that device, we will have the monitoring report and the analysis report for each of device. In that report it will be shown that how energy is being consumed and is being consumed, and it will be compared with the last year data also, so that it can be verified that since last year to this year this device is consuming more power. Okay, then it will give the recommendation for improving the energy efficiency with the cost benefit analysis. Suppose a recommendation is to replace that device or to repair that device, then cost incurred with that should be uh, mentioned, and how much in how much long time, in how much time that cost will be recovered. Okay, in terms of energy saving, that should be mentioned in the energy audit report also. Okay, so that means it will suggest the action plan for reducing the energy consumption. So this is the complete definition of the energy audit as per the Energy Conservation Act 2001. So what is the need of the energy audit? Okay, so in an industry, uh, the three top operating expenses are often found to be energy, okay, labor and material. In any industry, if you found the operational cost, okay, if you analyze the operational cost in any type of industry, then it is mainly involved with three factors. Okay, so first is to for the energy. Okay, that means for electrical and thermal energy. Okay, so operating costs are involved with the labor and for the material. Okay, so if one were to relate to the manageability of the cost or potential cost saving in each of the above component, energy would invariably emerge as top ranker. Okay, so and thus energy management function constitutes an strategic area for cost reduction. Okay, we cannot reduce the labor, we cannot reduce the material that are being consumed in any type of industry. Okay, because if we reduce the material, it will lead to the less production. Okay, so if we reduce the labor, then also it will affect the production, but only thing that we can reduce is the cost incurred with the energy. Okay, so cost that is involved in with the energy. So uh, energy audit will help to understand more about the ways energy and fuel are used in any industry. So energy audit will give the detailed report that how energy is being used in any facility or in any industry. So it will give the understanding that how we can reduce the cost that are involved with the energy. So it will help in identifying the area where waste can occur and where scope for improvement are there. Okay, this can be identified with the help of the energy audit. The energy audit would also give a positive orientation to the energy cost reduction, preventive maintenance and quality control programs which are vital for production and utility activity. So energy audit will give um, positive orientation for reducing the energy cost. Okay, so it will also provide the preventive maintenance. Suppose if we will analyze each component, each devices that are using the energy, so at any industry, then we can in that analysis itself we can find out that if there is any preventive maintenance is needed for any device. Okay, so it will also provide the quality control. Okay, so such an audit program, that means energy audit, will help to keep focus on variations which occur in the energy cost, availability and reliability of supply of energy, and it will decide an appropriate energy mix. It will identify energy conservation technology. Okay, then it will retrofit for energy conservation equipment. Okay, so these are the benefits of the energy audit. So in general, energy audit is the translation of conservation ideas into realities. Okay, so conservation idea, we can, these are the idea, and if you want to implement any energy conservation idea, then we must implement energy audit first. Okay, so energy audit is the translation of conservation ideas into realities by blending technically feasible solution with economic and other organizational consideration within a specified time frame. Okay, so the primary objective of energy audit is to determine ways to reduce energy consumption per unit of a product output or to lower operating cost. Okay, so prime objective of energy audit is to reduce the operating cost, as we had discussed in previous slide. So it cost involved with the energy is the operating cost. Okay, so energy audit will help in reducing that operating cost, and also it will um, it will provide the way for reducing the energy consumption per unit uh, product output. That means ultimately it will lead to the reduced cost of the product also. Okay, so energy audit provides a benchmark for managing energy in the organization. Okay, benchmarking means it will provide the reference point. Okay, so energy audit will provide a benchmark for managing energy in the organization, and it will also provide the basis for planning a more effective use of energy throughout the organization. Okay, so what are the principles of the energy audit? So principle of energy audit are to eliminate unnecessary energy uses, to improve efficiency of energy uses, okay, buying energy at low cost, adjusting operations to allow purchasing energy at low prices, then control the cost of energy, not the BTU. Okay, so it will control the cost of energy. So then control energy as a product cost. For same energy, there will be higher production. Okay, so energy saved is the money earned which can be used in other productive means. Okay, so these are the principles of the energy audit, that it will eliminate unnecessary energy uses, it will improve the energy efficiency, that means it will use the efficiency of energy uses, it will it will provide the way for buying energy at low cost. Okay, so it will adjust operations to allow purchasing energy at low prices, it will control the cost of energy, it will control the energy as a product cost, and then for the same energy we will be having the higher production, so that the energy saved, okay, is that means there will be saving in terms of money, and that saved money can be used for the other productive work. So these are the types of the audit, that preliminary energy audit, targeted energy audit, and detailed energy audit. These are the three types of audit: preliminary audit, targeted audit, and detailed energy audit. So what is the preliminary audit? So preliminary audit means it will use existing and easily oriented data. Okay, so it will use the existing data, it will not going to in this audit we are not going to analyze, or we are not going to monitor the devices. So we will be using the existing data, okay, that are available. So it will find out the energy consumption area in the organization. Okay, then it will estimate the scope for saving, then it will identify the most likely areas for the attention, it will identify immediately it will identify immediate improvement. Okay, so no cost or low cost improvements are there, it will just provide the immediate improvement. Okay, then it will set a reference point, and then it will identify areas for more detailed study measurement. Okay, so if you want to perform the detailed energy audit, then first point is that we will have to perform the preliminary energy audit. Then in this energy in this type of audit, we can identify the uh, area where detailed study is needed. Okay, detailed study or detailed analysis is needed. So second one is targeted energy audit. So targeted energy audits are mostly based upon the outcome of the preliminary energy audit. Okay, so then it will provide data and detailed analysis on a specified targeted project. So it is performed for the targeted devices or targeted projects. So as an example, an organization may target its lighting system or boiler system or compressed air system with a view to bring about energy saving. Okay, so for a targeted device, for a targeted set of devices, we perform this targeted energy audit, and it starts with the data of preliminary energy audit. So targeted audits therefore involve detailed survey of targeted equipment, targeted area, with analysis of the energy flows and costs associated with the targets. Okay, so in targeted energy audit, main task is that we first identify which group of devices on which devices we need to perform the detailed or we need to perform that audit. Okay, so that for that particular targeted devices or that for particular targeted system, we do the detailed survey. Okay, so next is the detailed energy audit. So detailed energy audit evaluates all energy systems and equipments which consume energy. Okay, and audit comprises a detailed study on energy saving on cost. Okay, so detailed energy audit can be carried out in three phases. First is pre-audit phase, second one is audit phase, and third one is post-audit phase. In post-audit phase, we will do the cost analysis and we will do the suggestions. Okay, we will write the suggestions. So pre-audit, audit, and post-audit phase. So these are the 10 steps for detailed audit. So first is that pre-audit phase. Okay, so in pre-audit phase, what are the plan of action is that we will plan and organize, then we will do the walk-through audit, that means the preliminary audit, then informal interview with energy manager, production manager and plant manager, okay, for gathering the information. Okay, so this is the pre-audit phase. So what is the purpose of this step 1? So for purpose of step 1, uh, it is for the purpose of resource planning. It will establish, organize a energy audit team, then it will organize instruments and time frame, then macro data collections will be there, okay, that then familiarization of process plant activity, first hand observation and assessment of current level operation and practices. Okay, so through the walk through audit or preliminary audit, we will have the first hand observation and assessment of the current position of the devices. Okay, so in step 2, so in step 2, brief meeting will be conducted, awareness program with all divisional heads and persons will be, all the concerned person will be conducted. Okay, brief meeting and awareness program with all divisional head and concerned persons will be conducted. So purpose of this step 2 is for building cooperation, issue questionnaire with each department, then orientation and awareness creation. Okay, so now from step 3, audit phase starts. Okay, so in audit phase, primary data gathering, process flow diagram and energy utility diagram. Okay, so it will result into historic data analysis, base data collection, then it will then process flow charts will be prepared, all services utilities system diagram, that is a single line power distribution diagram, water, compressed air and steam distribution, all these things will be prepared. So then design, operating data and schedule of operation will be uh, collected, then annual energy bill and energy consumption pattern will be collected. Okay, so annual energy bill and energy consumption pattern means these things will be collected. Okay, so then in step 4, step 4 is to conduct survey and monitoring. So it will involve measurement. Okay, so motor survey, insulation checking, lighting survey with portable instruments. Okay, there are various portable instruments which are used for energy audit. So for that, for by using that devices, we will check the insulation level, we will check the insulation, that whether they are right or not, and then we will do the lighting survey with portable instruments for collection of more and accurate data. Then we will confirm and prepare operating data with design data. Okay, so we are having some data in the pre-audit phase also, so we will verify both data. So in step 5, step 5 is to conduct a detailed trials experiment for selected energy guzzers. So then trial and experiments will be there, 24 hours power monitoring will be there, load variation trends will be observed, boiler efficiency trial will be observed, furnace efficiency trials will be there. Okay, equipment performance will be checked. Then in step 6, analysis of energy use will be done. So energy and material balance and energy loss, energy waste analysis will be performed. Then step 7, identification and development of energy conservation opportunity. Okay, step 7 means we will identify and develop the energy conservation opportunity, that will result into identification and consideration of energy conservation opportunity, conceive, it will be conceive, develop and refine ideas, then review the previous idea suggested by unit personnel, review the previous idea suggested by the energy audit, if there was any energy audit earlier, then use brainstorming and value analysis technique, then contact vendors for new and efficient technology. Then step 8 is there, cost benefit analysis, that means assess technical feasibility, economic viability and prioritization of energy conservation opportunity, option for implementation, then select the most promising project, prioritize by low, medium, long term measures. Then in step 9, reporting and presentation for the top management. So documentation work will be done, documents and reports will be presented to the top management system of the organization. So in post edit phase, that is the step 10, implementation and follow up. Okay, so the recommended idea, recommended suggestions will be implemented and that will be followed. There will be a follow up for that. So assist and implement energy uh, conservation, energy opportunity recommendation measures and monitor the performance. Okay, so we will implement the energy saving opportunity or energy saving ideas with the organization, with the group of devices, and then performance will be monitored. So action plan schedule for implementation, and there will be a periodic follow up. Okay, so these are the steps that are involved in the detailed audit. So these are the some of the questions which an energy auditor should ask. Okay, so what function does this system serve? Okay, how does this system serve its function? What is the energy consumption of this system? What are the indications that the system is working properly? If the system is not working properly, how it can be restored to the working condition, and how can the energy cost of the system can be reduced? So these are the few questions that must be addressed by the energy auditor. So how will it help? Okay, so if we are taking an example, suppose if suggestion is there that 100 watt bulb should be replaced with 13 watt CFL bulb. Okay, so then suppose let us assume that the electricity that is available for rupees 3 per unit. Okay, and this bulb is used for 6 hours a day. Okay, so suppose 6 hours a day and per unit energy cost is 3 rupees 3. So power, how much power we will save? 100 minus 13, that is 87 watt will be saved if we replace 100 watt bulb with 13 watt bulb. So 87 watt into 6 hours into 365 days. A bulb is being used 6 hours a day, and we are multiplying with the 365 days. That means we are checking the annual cost. So 17,520 watt hour. Okay, 17,000, that means 17.52 kilowatt hour. Okay, and 1 unit means 1 kilowatt hour. So if you multiply this 17.520 with 3, it will be 52.56. So one bulb that we replace will save 52.56 rupees. Okay, so this is for single bulb. Okay, so this is the energy audit process. So energy audit process, that means pre-arrangement appointment will be there. Okay, we will arrange energy auditors for our firm. So then confidential review and survey will be there. Okay, they will find the assessment or funding option, then they will give the recommendations based on the energy audit report and or energy audit analysis, then their recommendation will be implemented again. Okay, so this is the process of energy audit. So these are the here what we need to validate, that quality impact improvement should be there. Okay, we will compare both before and after. Okay, so our achievement will be mapped with the goal. Okay, so suppose after implementing the energy audit idea, what we are getting, that result should be mapped, okay, with our target. So then there must be improvement. We will implement recommendation, we will optimize the wasted energy, and maintenance alert will be there. Okay, so these are the points, and then it will have the bill analysis. Okay, during the energy audit process, bill analysis will be there. site audit will be there, and solar assessment will be there. Then high impact location and processes will be find out, and then device level uses, and we will identify and prioritize the issues. Okay, then evaluation of devices will be there, saving opportunity analysis will be there, and marketing opportunities are also there. So what are the benefits of doing an energy audit? It helps reducing the impact of greenhouse gas emission. Okay, if we are minimizing the energy waste, that means we are reducing the greenhouse gas emission, then it will reduce the energy bill. Okay, so it enables uh, to increase the comfort of the those comfort of the personnel, or comfort level in the facility. So it will help to increase the lifespan of the equipment at the facility. It will discover any unaccounted consumption that may exist in the facility. It can increase the security of the energy supply. Okay, so these are the advantages of the energy uh, audit. And first and foremost important thing is that it will reduce the impact of the greenhouse gases emission by the facility, and it will reduce the energy saving, sorry, it will reduce the energy bill. Then it will also reduce the lifespan of the system, it will reduce the security of the energy supply at our facility. So next topic is the optimization of energy consumption. So energy optimization is an important issue for all operations in any industry, and it can be considered a cost reduction method. So optimization of energy consumption means energy conservation basically. So in recent years, there has been an increasing interest within this area due to the increasing concern of the ambient air quality, the sustainable use of resources, and the tightening regulations on emission. Okay, so there are various regulations, like all the countries are doing the summits, and they are signing the MOU. They are preparing the protocols that we need to reduce the carbon footprints. So this is uh, and this is why there is focus on reducing the uh, energy waste. Okay, so companies have to apply energy optimizing solution, not only for decreasing the normal operation cost, but also to comply with all the environmental requirements in an economic way. Okay, so these are the steps for reducing the energy consumption. How we can reduce our energy consumption? Suppose we are not required the computer right now. Okay, so we need to shut down the computer. Okay, so at each level, at a small level, in fact, we can contribute towards the energy conservation. Like if we are not using the light, suppose in any room lights and fan are on, so if you are going outside the room, you just need to switch off that. Okay, because and if you are not using the computer, just shut down that. Okay, then second one is that we need to evolve the we need to select the right technology. Suppose in earlier days fluorescent bulb was being used. Okay, so that bulb was replaced with CFL, and nowadays that CFL has also replaced with the LED. Okay, so why this replacement is basically for energy conservation. That fluorescent bulb, yellow fluorescent bulb, that was consuming 100 watt. Okay, then for lighting up the same room, for lighting up the same place, we had just replaced that 100 watt bulb with the CFL. Okay, then now we are using the LEDs. So these are the ways in which we can reduce the energy consumption. Okay, eliminating the vampire power. Okay, unplugged chargers should be removed. We use a power strip. Okay, turn on turn off your light. Okay, so these are the very simple and steps which need to energy conservation. So it is an effort made to, basically energy conservation means to make effort for reducing the consumption of energy. Okay, by using less energy for the service. Okay, so this can be achieved either by using energy in more efficient way or by reducing the amount of service. Okay, so energy conservation reduces the need for energy services and can result in increased environmental quality, national security, personal financial security, and higher savings. So it also lowers energy cost by preventing future resource depletion. So this is the important way. So this is the way by which in India, so in India government has passed energy conservation bill 2001, and for better utilization of energy and for conserving the same. Okay, so according to this act, it is mandatory for energy intensive sectors to get their energy audit conducted by accredited energy auditors. So BEE is there. Okay, so this is the body. The mission of BEE is to assist in developing policies and strategies with a thrust of self regulation and market principle. Okay, so basically this, it organizes different competitions. Okay, so it basically keep watch on energy consumption pattern and develop norms for the appliances. So ratings, those are there with the devices, electronic and electrical devices, that is being provided with this BEE. So star rating, BEE has initiated star rating system for the electrical appliances like refrigerators, CFL, geysers and all. Okay, so 1 to 5 stars are being allotted. A 5-star product means it will consume less energy. So ways, there are various ways from day to day life we can conserve energy. You can adjust your day to day behavior, you can replace your light bulbs, install programmable smart thermostat, purchase energy efficient devices. Okay, so you can reduce your water heating expenses. So and install energy efficient windows so that you can have the natural light in your house. Okay, so these are the ways of the energy conservation. So there are energy engineering and energy system engineering is a broad area where energy efficiency, energy service, facility management, this is a broad area. Basically energy conservation means energy engineering. So energy engineers apply skills for increasing efficiency, and they further they are developing the renewable resources of the energy. So the main job of energy engineers is to find the most efficient and sustainable ways for operating building and manufacturing process. Okay, so they need to find out the they are in the process, they always try to develop the sources, energy sources in such a way that we can get our maximum income at minimum energy cost. Okay, so this is the energy engineers do the energy audit. Okay, so energy engineer is always concerned about obtaining and using energy in the most environment friendly way. Okay, so that's why the renewable energy resources like solar, hydro, biomass, geothermal are getting importance nowadays. So thank you.